Palmyra. Diedrich Tinker and Mario Easterly are deep for McDevitt. And the squib kick is recovered by Palmyra at the McDevitt 30.
Sorry for coming on the stream a little late here, but it looks like Palmyra just did a squib kick and recovered on the opening kickoff here to take over at McDevitt's 30. Palmyra comes out in the gun. QB draw up the middle, brought down by, looks like number 80 from Bishop McDevitt and a whole bunch of others.
Seth Robertson on the carry, brought down by Zach Hare.
Zach Hare in on the tackle.
A loss of 2, 2nd and 12.
Big play to start the game. Sorry if you missed it. Got on the stream a little bit late here, but big play for Palmyra to open up the game. They'll take over 2nd and 12 here from the 32 of McDevitt. Handoff up the middle for a good gain. That's to number 13, Sam Landon.
Sam Landon on the carry for the Cougars. Pickup of 9 yards. It'll be 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3 here. Big stop if the Crusaders can get off the field here after the mistake on the opening kickoff. Palmyra most likely will go for it on 4th. Number 3, Seth Robertson in a quarterback in the gun. Another handoff up the middle. Brought down by Cade Warner. Looks like that's going to be enough for a first down. It does. They move the chains, bringing up 1st and 10.
Landon on the carry. He has just enough for the Palmyra first down.
Another handoff up the middle. Brought down by Joe Danello and a couple other Crusaders.
Sam Landon again on the carry and brought down by Joe Danello. 2nd and 10.
Robertson in the gun. Play action. He has a man open in the flat. The pass was intended for number 5, Nick Wallacey.
Robertson's pass intended for Nick Wallacey. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10 at the McDevitt 20.
3rd and 10 here for the Cougars. 9 minutes left to go in the first, 0-0. They got here after an opening game kickoff that was fumbled around by the Crusaders and recovered at their own 30 by Palmyra. Robertson back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Brought down by Hare and Bakos, bringing up a 4th and long here for the Cougars.
Seth Robertson sacked by Zach Hare and Julian Bakos. It'll be 4th and 13.
4th and 13 here for Palmyra. Robertson back in the gun, the strange formation with 2 running backs to his left side. He's looking deep. Overthrown coverage by Easterly. The Crusaders will take over on downs from their own 23-yard line.
Robertson's pass intended for Tristan Morawski. Mario Easterly on the coverage. McDevitt will take over 1st and 10 at its own 23. So, Alex, 8:34 to go here in the first quarter, and McDevitt, after that special teams snafu, I guess we should say, they're able to get off the field here and get the offense out there for the first time.
Yeah, sloppy to start the game, but good by the defense to get off the field here. Take over as the handoff goes to Marquise Williams. Out after about a 15-yard gain for McDevitt first down.
Marquise Williams on the carry for Bishop McDevitt. Out across the 35 for 14 yards and a Bishop McDevitt first down.
Powell on the gun with Marquise to his right. Powell back to pass. Looking for Foster. Brought down by Landon and number 87.
Lek Powell's pass complete to Camille Foster. Good enough for 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3 at the 44.
2nd and short here for the Crusaders. Jeff Penn in at receiver for McDevitt as well. Easterly in motion from right to left. Looks like there's going to be a false start there.
Penalty on Bishop McDevitt will back the Crusaders up 5. 2nd and 8 at the McDevitt 39.
False start there on the sophomore. Powell in the pistol with Williams behind him. 2 receivers to each side. Easterly in motion again. He's looking for Easterly on the bubble screen. Good blocks outside. He has some room over the left side. Nice open field tackle there by Nick Wallacey to bring him down after a first down.
Lek Powell's pass complete to Mario Easterly for a big gain across midfield down to the Palmyra 44 for 17 yards and a McDevitt first down. Nick Wallacey on the stop.
Robellin at fullback. Handoff to Williams again. He's tackled after a short game by a bunch of Cougars.
Marquise Williams on the carry. Brought down by Jordan Blauk. It'll be 2nd and 8. So early on, Alex, we see Marquise Williams back in the lineup tonight, and Coach Wechter feeding him the ball a lot here on the first drive.
Yeah, Marquise missed a chunk of the season here. Finally getting back, getting healthy, and getting some touches here. Looking good.
Lek Powell's pass complete, close to a first down to Diedrich Tinker. It will be 1st and 10 at the 34.
Tinker on the catch there from Powell. 1st and 10 from the Cougars' 39-yard line. Powell in the pistol. Williams and Robel join him in the backfield. Handoff to Williams. Not much room as the Palmyra defensive line does a good job corralling him there for a short gain.
Marquise Williams on the carry for a gain of 2 yards. 2nd and 8.
Bringing up a 2nd and 8 here with 5:30 left to go in the first.
Alex, we see Marquise coming out of the lineup on this play. They're Sincere Bowers checking in for the first time.
Yeah, the Crusaders have 3 or 4 solid backs that are all a solid option to go to here. A lot of depth at the running back position. Sincere, fake to Sincere actually. Another throw out to Mario on the bubble screen. Makes one man miss and is finally brought down by number 13, Sam Landon, after a first down.
Lek Powell complete to Mario Easterly for 17 yards. Brought down by Sam Landon. It'll be 1st and 10 for McDevitt at the 14.
The RPOs are a staple of the McDevitt offense. Lex doing a good job reading them, getting the ball out to his playmakers in space, driving the ball down the field here as they're at the 14-yard line of Palmyra. Hand off to Williams again over, or that's Sincere Bowers actually over the right side. Bringing up about a 2nd and 5 here.
Sincere Bowers on the carry inside the 10. It'll be 2nd and 5 at the 9.
2nd and 5 from just inside the 10-yard line here.
Methodical drive here. Already 8 plays coming up on the 9th play.
Yeah, McDevitt hasn't really taken a shot yet this drive. Just running the ball and nice easy passes out in the flats. As Powell looks for Foster. In the back of the end zone, is able to get his feet down. Touchdown, Bishop McDevitt.
Lek Powell's pass to Camille Foster. That's a 9-yard touchdown for Bishop McDevitt.
Camille came open in the back of the end zone on that post route there. Lek was able to find him with a nice pass, and Camille did a good job getting both feet down, even though he only needed one, but was in for the score, making the score 6-0. Mikey Chio on for the extra point. It's up, and it's no good, making the score Bishop McDevitt 6, Palmyra nothing with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Point after attempt by Mikey Chia is no good. With 4:04 to play in the first quarter, Bishop McDevitt 6, Palmyra nothing. So, Alex, 77-yard drive, 9 plays, 77 yards, and, you know, good mixture of the run and the pass. They didn't really go downfield at all. A lot of just quick, you mentioned the RPO, you know, just getting out in the flats and letting the playmakers do the work.
Yeah, that's a big part of McDevitt's offense, getting the ball out in space. And they like to set it up by doing the run a lot, which they did early with Marquise on that drive, and then started throwing those bubble screens after the defense was biting on those RPOs out to Mario. Was able to pick up a couple big gains there and drive the ball down this field and score for Bishop McDevitt. Chia set the kickoff here. That's Derek Witherson on the return. He's out just past the 25-yard line to about the 27, where the Cougars will take over 1st and 10.
Richie Kowalski on the return for Palmyra, out to the 29-yard line where the Cougars will start 1st and 10.
Palmyra comes out again and hand off to number 5 here, Nick Wallacey. Strung out by the McDevitt defense after a short gain.
Nick Wallacey on the carry. Gain of about 1. Stopped by Ryan Russo.
Second and 8 here for Palmyra. Robertson in the gun. Handoff again to number 5, Nick Wallacey.
Nick Wallacey on the carry, hit immediately by Joe Danello.
That was Joe Danello on the tackle there. 3 minutes to go. McDevitt's up 6-0 here in the first quarter, bringing up 3rd and 9 from the 28. Robertson in the gun. 2 running backs to his right again in this strange formation. Flushed out of the pocket here. Finally brought down. There's a flag on the play.
Robertson flushed out of the pocket for a loss, but there's a flag down on the play.
Looks like a face mask against McDevitt. It's going to give him an automatic first down for the Cougars.
Personal foul, face mask on Bishop McDevitt. Palmyra 1st and 10 at the 37.
First and 10 here for the Cougars. Handoff to one of the Cougars running back, brought down by Joe Danello and Kephart again in the backfield.
Anthony Mansfield on the carry for the Cougars.
Looked like Mansfield in.
Hit in the backfield there by Zach Hare.
2 minutes left here in the first quarter.
It'll be 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 from their own 35-yard line. Robertson in the gun again. Sprint out left. They tried to run a double move there, but he didn't have time to look at. Reverses fields back to his right. Finally pushed out of bounds by Kephart and Werner. Good play there by the Crusaders, keeping them hemmed in.
Robertson chased out of the pocket, knocked out of bounds for a big loss back to the 27. It'll be 3rd and 20.
Came open there for a second on the double move on Camille Foster, but Robertson didn't have time to look downfield as he was being pressured and had to reverse fields, and finally was brought down for a big loss. Bringing up 3rd and 20 from their own 27. Robertson looking for a screen to Miller. It's brought down there by Riley Robel, it looks like. Bringing up 4th and 10 from their own 38-yard line.
Seth Robertson complete to Gage Miller. Brought down by Riley Rebel, well short. It'll be 4th down and 10.
Mario Easterly back to return. That's Robertson on the punt. Easterly has room. He's down the right sideline, got a couple men to beat. Beats one, makes the punter miss, cuts back, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Mario. Looks like there's no flags. Touchdown, McDevitt.
That's Mario Easterly, 66 yards and a McDevitt touchdown.
66-yard return there for Easterly for a touchdown. I believe that's the first punt return touchdown of the season for the Crusaders.
Riley Rebel will snap. Chase Reagan will hold for Mikey Chia.
Chia on the kick again. False start on the kick.
False start on McDevitt.
False start before the snap there on McDevitt. Chia will be backed up 5 yards here. Bad snap. Chia is able to fall on it. Making the score 12-0 McDevitt with 43 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
With 43 seconds to play in the first quarter, Bishop McDevitt 12, Palmyra nothing. So special teams, Alex, haven't really covered themselves in glory so far, starting with that opening kickoff and then obviously missing an extra point and then the bad snap there. So I think in a game where McDevitt is really probably looking to get this into the mercy rule, that's not a good thing. But still, what a return by Mario Easterly. I mean, he caught that thing on a dead run with some momentum, and you just saw the pure speed down the right sideline.
Yeah, sloppy start for the special teams, but Mario was able to get some of that back with the punt return there, as he showed that he's just a playmaker for this McDevitt team and can do it on all sides of the ball, offense, defense, and special teams. Palmyra is going to take over at their own 25-yard line with 30 seconds to go in the first
Richie
quarter.
Kowalski on the return for the Cougars. Hit by Ryan Russo and Drew Augustine. Palmyra 1st and 10 at the 25.
Palmyra is taking over from their own 25 here. Robertson in the gun. Handoff here to number 5 again, Nick Wallacey. Brought down for no gain.
Nick Wallacey on the carry for the Cougars. Hit for a loss by Jamani George Heron.
George Heron on the stop there for the Crusaders. It's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. McDevitt up 12-0.
At the end of the first quarter, Bishop McDevitt 12, Palmyra nothing. All fans attending this event tonight are asked to wear a mask at all times. Please use social distancing and the hand sanitizer provided at the patio areas. Mask wearing that covers the nose and mouth and social distancing must be adhered to at all times. Thank you for your respect and understanding. So, Alex, pretty much the McDevitt defense has just dominated so far, even with that short field that Palmyra got. They weren't able to get any points on the board.
Yeah, Palmyra really hasn't been able to move the ball there. They had one opportunity on that double move earlier, but the D-line got there too quickly for him to even look down the field. So the defense has done a great job so far containing this Palmyra offense.
Sam London up the middle for Palmyra, hit by Joe Danello.
Joe Danello in on the tackle again, about his 4th or 5th already of the game. Bringing up a 3rd and 7 here for Palmyra. Robertson in the gun in the unique formation that Palmyra has been running tonight. He's looking deep. Jammed out of bounds by Camille Foster. Looks like this is going to be pass interference.
Robertson's pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the play.
Looks like Camille just hit him there.
Yeah, I don't think we have any question what that call is going to be.
Yeah, I think if the ball wasn't in the air, he could have gotten away with the contact there. But since the ball was in the air, it's going to be pass interference here on Camille, giving Palmyra a 1st down.
Pass interference on McDevitt will give Palmyra a 1st and 10 at their 43. Yeah, 2 first downs already for the Cougars off of Crusader 15-yard penalties.
Yeah, I'm sure the coaching staff won't be happy about those, but Robertson looking for a screen, just completely covered by Cade Warner. Great play there, and he breaks it up for an incompletion.
Robertson's pass broken up by Cade Warner. 2nd and 10.
Cade did a great job there. If he wasn't there, I think that play would have had some promise. But he was able to snuff out that screen and make the play on the ball. Bringing up 2nd and 10 here for Palmyra. 12-0 McDevitt leads with 11 minutes to go in the half. Robertson, 2 receivers each side in the gun. Here comes a blitz from McDevitt. QB draw. He has some room. Steps out of 1 tackle, is down the sideline, finally brought down by Easterly after a huge gain.
Seth Robertson with a big gain across midfield into McDevitt territory for a gain of 26 yards and a first down before Mario Easterly brings him down.
McDevitt sent a heavy blitz there up the middle, so when he was able to get outside, there was no one left home. Looks like Palmyra is going to take a timeout here with 10:34 left to go. 12-0 McDevitt leads.
Timeout, Palmyra. So, Alex, we didn't really have a chance at the top of the game to set the scene a little bit here with some technical difficulties. But, you know, it's been a couple weeks since we've been on the air, obviously since that Redland game, 42-3. We left here that night pretty much thinking McDevitt was going to be at worst the 3 seed, and then, you know, finding out the shocking news that night about the playoff situation and the District 3 power ratings, and it's just been a really down situation ever since.
Yeah, the coaches have been preaching to the kids to just keep playing. We didn't know that we'd get to play that much football at the start of the season, so it's good to get these games in, but I know the kids and the coaches are disappointed as McDevitt's ranked 2 or 3 in the state. Some have us ranked as 1st in the state, but to not make the playoffs is questionable. 1st and 10 here from Palmyra. Robertson in the gun. 2 backs with him in the backfield. It's a handoff brought down by George Herron. That was a handoff to Wallacey.
Nick Wallacey tripped up by Jamani George Herron for a very minimal gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 here for Palmyra. 10 minutes left in the first half. 12-0 McDevitt leads. Robertson in the gun. Read option. Keeps up the middle. Looks like the ball came out, but they're going to rule him down, bringing up a 4th and short.
Robertson on the carry. Picked up about 5 yards on the play. Check it, 4 yards. And Cade Werner on the stop. 3rd and 5 at the 26.
Sorry about that. It's going to be 3rd down here. 3rd and 5 from the 26-yard line. Palmyra has a decent drive going here. We're kept alive by a penalty earlier and then a big run by Robertson. Robertson hands off up the middle again. Hit in the backfield by George Herron, who's also all over the place. That was Wallacey on the carry again.
Nick Wallacey hit for a loss by Jamani George Herron. 4th down and 6.
4th and 6 here for the Cougars from the McDevitt 27-yard line. 8 minutes to go. McDevitt's leading 12-0 here after a missed extra point and a botched snap on the extra point. Got a bunch formation to the left for Robertson. Tailback also to that side. Movement on both sides here. We'll see who this is called on.
Yeah, Bakos came across. I don't know whether he was drawn or
Bakos looks like he moved, and also a receiver, so.
they're conferring right now. McDevitt coaches think it's on Palmyra. Unfortunately, it's not.
Called on McDevitt there.
Offsides on Bishop McDevitt. It'll be 4th and 1.
Jamani George Herron, as you said just now, Alex, all over the field. And as good as this defense has been, he brings them to an entirely different level when he's in the lineup.
Yeah, as you can see, he's just making plays all over the place. Tonight, him and Joe Donnell are really hopping off the screen, both making multiple tackles here in the first half. Another screen pass set up for Gage Miller. He has plenty of room. Picks up a block on Mario Easterly, and he's in for a Palmyra touchdown.
Seth Robertson's pass complete to Gage Miller. 22 yards and a Palmyra Cougar touchdown.
Palmyra ran that tunnel screen earlier. It looked like it had some promise, but a good tackle stopped it in there. They came back to it. Must have saw something they liked and were able to virtually go untouched for a touchdown there. Palmyra attempting the extra point here. Looks like that's number 37.
Harlan Sheehan's point after is good.
Kick is up and good, making the score 12-7. McDevitt with 8 minutes to go in this first half.
8:04 to play here in the second quarter. Bishop McDevitt 12, Palmyra 7.
And one thing we talked about with this game coming in with, not making the playoffs and the whole just atmosphere around it is would the team be ready to play? I mean, I can't say necessarily that they're not ready to play. There's lack of intensity, but there's just no atmosphere in the stadium, obviously, with hardly any fans. It seems like there's even less fans than there were last game against Redland. We actually had a pretty decent crowd, and we actually had a pretty full student section. There is a decent student section here, but it's just still not a very live atmosphere for these guys.
Yeah, it's been a sleepy start with a sleepy atmosphere. It's tough to get up for a game after you think you're going to be competing for a district and hopefully a state championship. But as Palmyra tries another short kick, Camille Foster's able to fall on top of it.
Camille Foster falls on the kick at the 37, where McDevitt will take over 1st and 10.
McDevitt's going to take over from their own 37-yard line with 8 minutes left to go in the second quarter.
And we did see Marquise Williams getting that ankle worked on once again on the side, which seems to be something we've seen a lot this year, but he is back in the lineup right now.
Yeah, it seems like Marquise just can't get it fully right, but he's looked pretty good the snaps that he's in as he gets another carry here.
Marquise Williams on the carry for McDevitt across the 40 for 5 yards to the 42. Sam London on the stop, 2nd and 5.
Ryan Russo in the tight end. Powell in the gun. Another handoff to Williams over the right side. Looks like he's able to push forward for a McDevitt first down.
Marquise Williams across the 45 out to the 48 for 6 yards and a McDevitt first down.
Nice job that time by the right tackle, the senior number 72, Cole Brandenburg, who opened up a little bit of a hole there for Marquise to pick up the first down.
Yeah, Cole is a big guy there. Has pretty good footwork, though, as he plays center on the basketball team for us. Was able to get out in front of Marquise there downfield and create a hole, allowing Marquise to get the first down. Easterly in motion. Tap pass to him. Picks up a block, stumbling forward. It's going to be brought down right around the first down marker.
Leck Powell on the tap pass to Mario Easterly. Inside the 45 to the 42, 10 yards, and a McDevitt first down.
Surprising McDevitt hasn't tried to take a shot downfield yet. They're putting together a lot of very long drives here with just short passes and run plays. Looks like they're going to pass here, though. Has Williams running the wheel route. Great pass there by Powell. Sorry, that's Sincere Bowers. Great pass and catch there.
Leck Powell's pass to Sincere Bowers for a gain of 32 yards. It'll be first down and
Really
10.
good play design there.
Just outside the 10.
Cut the splits down to the receivers to bring the defense in. You ran 2 crossing routes from the slot guys, bringing the defense in, and then wheeled Sincere out of the backfield, and he was wide open for a huge game for McDevitt. Handoff again to Williams. Didn't have much room to start, but he was able to carry. Tackler down to about the 5-yard line.
Marquise Williams on the carry. Down to the 5-yard line. It'll be second and goal.
Second and goal here from the 5. 12-7, McDevitt's up. 5:40 left to go in the first half. Another handoff to Williams as a blitz comes off the right or the left edge, sorry, and that's number 13. Sam Landon with a good play in the backfield.
Williams is hit in the backfield for a loss by Sam Landon. It'll be third and goal at the 10.
Third and goal here for McDevitt. Clock ticking just under 5 minutes. 12-7, they still hold on to the lead. Powell trips to his left. He's back to pass. Powell scrambles out right. He has Mario Easterly wide open for a touchdown.
Leck Powell to Mario Easterly for a Bishop McDevitt touchdown.
Nice job by Leck there. Keep that play alive. You know, keep his eyes downfield, keep moving, keep moving. He had Jeff Penn coming across the back of the end zone, but then he found Mario.
Yeah, good job by Leck to extend the play, and a good job by the receivers to also extend it with him and give him an option to throw.
Mikey Chia's point after is up and good with 4:51 to play in the second quarter. Bishop McDevitt 19, Palmyra 7.
4:51 to go in the first half. McDevitt's up 19-7. Mario has 2 touchdowns already on the day.
Another methodical drive there for McDevitt. 7 plays, 63 yards. You know, Marquise was heavily involved. The big play, though, was the 32-yard wheel route from Leck to Sincere Bowers.
Yeah, I think, well, as the game goes on, we'll see more of those shots downfield like we did to Sincere there. Chio on the kick again. It's going to go into the end zone for a touchback.
Mikey Chia's kickoff into the end zone for a touchback. So Palmyra will take over at the 20.
See Jalil Terry into the ball game for McDevitt here on this series, number 1 defensive back.
Yeah, McDevitt rotates Jalil, Mario in at that free safety position. Both solid options there. Looks like they're trying to get Mario a little break as he's been playing most of the game.
And Dimitri Chacon, number 77 at defensive tackle.
Another big body on that defensive line that's able to stuff the run pretty well. Looks like that's Bakos on the tackle there of Wallacey. Oh, no, sorry, that was Cade Warner.
Nick Wallacey on the carry, hit for a loss by Cade Warner. 2nd and 11 at the 19.
Second and 11 from their own 19-yard line. 4:26 to go here in the first half. I think if McDevitt makes another stop here, they'll probably start burning some timeouts, trying to get one more score before the half. Robertson changing the play at the line. Russo blitz up the middle. Looks like he got a piece of that, actually, too. Bringing up a
Robertson's pass tipped at the line of scrimmage, falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 11.
Yeah, being down there on the field for pregame warm-ups, I mean, McDevitt, obviously with the size that they have, is bigger than a lot of teams. But in this particular instance, if you looked at the skill guys up close for Palmyra, particularly Robertson at quarterback and their running backs, just a big size advantage for McDevitt. You know, it's hard for Robertson to even see over these guys.
Yeah, they sent Russo on a blitz up the middle there, too. Another big kid right in his face, so hard to complete passes when he's coming unblocked. Stop made in the backfield by Bakos there, and I think there's dead ball.
Landon hit by Julian Bakos.
Personal foul on McDevitt.
Personal foul on the Crusaders, so it'll be 1st down Palmyra.
3rd 15-yard penalty of the half for McDevitt that's going to give Palmyra a 1st down.
Just another penalty that extends another drive here for Palmyra. Other than these penalties, McDevitt's defense has really shut them down. But these penalties can be killer, keeping drives going for Palmyra here as they have another 1st and 10. Robertson hands it off. Looks like that's Wallacey again on the carry, brought down by a bunch of Crusaders.
Nick Wallacey on the carry, hit immediately by Dimitri Chacon.
.320 left to go. McDevitt's up 19-7 here, 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Robertson in the gun, 2 running backs in the backfield with them. Robertson going to the line. Looks like he's changing the play. McDevitt sends a rush off the middle. Oh, big hit by George Heron again in the backfield. That was number 13, Sam Landon, on the carry as he got stuffed in the backfield.
Sam Landon dropped for a loss by Jamani George Heron. 3rd and 13.
That was, wow, that was a big-time hit. I mean, Jamani is, not to belabor it, but we will. I mean, he's just a monster. And when he's in the lineup for McDevitt, this is an elite defense.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a missed blocking assignment there or what, but he got in there so quick it looked like it, and then stuffed him in the backfield. Another handoff here. That's the Landon over the left side. Russo in on the tackle. The pile still pushing the pile. Finally brought down. Bringing up a 4th and short. McDevitt, I believe, is going to call a timeout here with 2 minutes left to go. Yep, McDevitt does take the timeout here.
Landon on the carry for a gain of 11. It's 4th and 2, and there's a timeout. Bishop McDevitt. All fans attending this event tonight are asked to wear a mask at all times. Please use social distancing and the hand sanitizer provided at the patio areas. Mask that covers the nose and mouth and social distancing must be adhered to at all times. Bishop McDevitt Athletics thanks you very much for your respect and understanding.
So Coach Wechter takes his first time out. 2:01 to play in the half, and a 4th and 2. You know, if a stop here, McDevitt would get a very short field and an opportunity to put another touchdown up before half.
Yeah, I think that's the thinking here for McDevitt. Sprint out by Robertson to the right. Then he finally pulls up and punts it. It's bouncing down to the McDevitt 24-yard line where they'll take over.
Robertson's punt will roll to the McDevitt 24. Crusaders take over 1st and 10 with 1:46 to play in the half.
McDevitt's going to take over up 19-7 here from their own 24, up with 1:46 left to go in the half.
2 timeouts, and we've been talking about taking downfield shots, so I think this is the time right here.
Yeah, I think they're either going downfield here, maybe start this drive off with a screen or something. Powell's looking. Everyone's well covered. He's flushed out right. Foster comes back to the ball and is able to catch it for a short gain, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Black Powell to Camille Foster. Pickup of 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Camille was able to get out of bounds there. 1:38 to go in the half. Trips left here for Powell. Williams in the backfield. He's looking backside for Jeff Penn. He breaks one tackle, breaks another, slips over another tackler there. Great play there by Jeff Penn.
Lek Powell's pass complete to Jeff Penn across midfield down to the 47 for a pickup of 25, 1st and 10 McDevitt.
1st and 10, McDevitt's lining up on the ball here. Trips left again. Fumbled exchange there. Looks like it was going to be a draw play there for Williams. Clock ticking.
Fumble on the play.
Just above a minute
Recovered
left.
by McDevitt. It'll be 2nd and 13.
McDevitt's on the ball here still. Trips left for Powell. Back to pass again. He's taking a shot downfield. He has Foster and Easterly. Easterly's able to catch it. Another touchdown for Easterly, his 3rd on the night. A bomb there by Lek Powell.
Lek Powell to Mario Easterly for a 50-yard Crusader touchdown.
Not sure what happened there, but it looked like Foster had the best coverage on the play. Chia's on the kick. 45 seconds left to go. Snap is back. Hold is down. The kick's up and good for Chia. This is making the score 26-7. McDevitt leads with 45 seconds to go in the second
Mikey
quarter.
Chia adds the point after with 45 seconds to play in the second quarter. Bishop McDevitt 26, Palmyra 7.
So we talked about the big play downfield. There we have Lek to Mario Easterly, and Mario having himself a huge night here. 3 touchdowns, two receptions, and a punt return. But I wanted to go back to Jeff Penn, a guy you and I have talked about off air, as a real talented young guy, another next in line here at the wide receiver spot. And we saw him make a great play in the scrimmage against CD East, kind of an eye-popping play where he shook a kid and the whole sideline went crazy in that East scrimmage, and saw a similar move right there by Penn.
Yeah, Jeff's a guy that he can either go up and jump over you to get the ball, but when he gets the ball on open field, he's really tough to bring down. He's a really tall guy and has great moves out in the open field. So that's another great receiver that's going to be coming through McDevitt here in the next couple years, only a sophomore.
Nick Wallacey on the return. Stopped by Ryan Russo. Palmyra 1st and 10 at the 36.
38 seconds to go here. Palmyra probably going to play it safe. Won't be surprised if they tried to go back to that tunnel screen.
Timeout, Bishop McDevitt.
McDevitt
So
takes a timeout
26-7 here. Halftime coming up. We'll try to get you some other scores from other games and mix in some halftime stats. Next Friday, Alex, the game against Hershey that was supposed to be played last week, and Hershey having the situation with some faculty members apparently in their school with COVID, so that game got moved back. That'll be next Friday. McDevitt with a win here would be 6-0, and that would be for the Keystone Division Championship.
Yeah, the coaches have been preaching to look forward to that game a little bit after they try and take care of business against Palmyra, and after getting screwed out of the playoffs pretty much, just preaching that that's a playoff game and a championship game, so we have something to look forward to a little bit here. As Russo's in on the tackle.
Robertson on the carry, hit for a loss by Ryan Russo and Jamani George Heron.
That's probably going to take us to halftime here. McDevitt leads 26-7.
At halftime, our score, Bishop McDevitt 26, Palmyra 7.
So as we go to the half, we'll step aside for a minute, get some halftime stats together for you. But first, we want to thank our sponsors tonight. Sabi Amatrano, Sons of Italy, Knoll Financial Services, Dauphin County Commissioners, Underdog Sports Bar and Grill, Central Pennsylvania Blood Bank, Martin M. Sachs and Associates, Sheet Metal Specialists, Steelton Italian Club, Benchmark Advisor Networks, Penn State Harrisburg Campus, Minium Kurz and Lamb Orthodontics, Joe LaPiccolo Family, Carnes Foods, Holy Name of Jesus Church, Patrice Amatrano and Jeff Myers, and Deacon Joe Rabel. Thanks to all of you. Select Physical Therapy is the proud exclusive provider of athletic training and physical therapy services to Bishop McDevitt High School. Select Physical Therapy has 40 convenient locations in central Pennsylvania to serve your needs. Bishop McDevitt chooses Select Physical Therapy, and so can you. For more information, visit selectphysicaltherapy.com or call 717-657-8240. Select Physical Therapy. Experience the power of physical therapy. So, Alex Marsico, Rob Pugliese with you here tonight. Rocco Hortenzio Stadium, Robert Plum, the tech crew on the controls for you tonight, working his first game. And as I mentioned, keep it right here. We're going to take a quick time out and get you some halftime stats ready. We'll be back with that and some other scores tonight as McDevitt leads 26-7 at half. So we're back here with some halftime stats. If you're just joining us or you joined us late, McDevitt's up 26-7 over Palmyra here at Rocco Tenzio Stadium. Crusaders looking to go 6-0. Got off to a quick start on their first drive. Lek Powell to Camille Foster for a 9-yard touchdown, made it 6-0. Mario Easterly with a 66-yard punt return made it 12-0 in the first quarter. Then in the second quarter, Palmyra got on the board on a 22-yard pass from Seth Robertson to Gage Miller. Crusaders answered with Lek Powell hitting Mario Easterly for 10 yards to make it 19-7, and then Lek Powell to Mario Easterly again on a 50-yarder to make it 26-7 at half. Lek Powell in the first half is 11 for 11 for 190 yards and 3 touchdowns. 2 to Mario Easterly and 1 to Camille Foster, and then Mario Easterly also with, of course, the punt return. Defensively, McDevitt has 9 tackles for loss in that half, led by Jamani George Heron with 3.5, Zach Hare with 2.5, Ryan Russo with 1.5, and Julian Bakos with 1.5. Hey, what's up? What's up, Kayla?
Here are some scores from District 3 at halftime. Wyomissing 21, Middletown 9. First half score, Central York 14, York High 7. First half score, Governor Mifflin leads Mechanicsburg 21-0. And 2 other halftime scores. Lampeter Strasburg leads Conrad Weiser 35-14. And Elko leads Northern 21-0.
So 26-7 at the half. McDevitt will actually kick off. So in a rare instance here, I mean, Palmyra kicked off, but with that weird squib kick over by the sideline that the Cougars recovered, they actually end up getting the ball to start both halves. McDevitt up 26-7 offensively. They have 221 yards offense. Most of that Lek Powell, as we mentioned, 11 for 11 for 190. And defensively, Palmyra, or McDevitt's defense has really been good. I mean, Palmyra has got 3 first downs just off a penalty, 3 of their 5 first downs. 68 yards total for Palmyra in 26 snaps. So, you know, Jamani George Heron's playing well. Joe Danello's playing well. He's been in about 5 tackles. Zach Hare getting his first career start, yet another sophomore. I talked to Johnny Hicks, the defensive coordinator, before the game when I was talking to him about his defensive line and who was going to be starting in the rotation. And he said Zach Hare, that he said that kid has worked his butt off and he deserves to start.
Yeah, the past 2 weeks he didn't start last week, but he got in, or 2 weeks ago, sorry. But he got in, and he's been making plays ever since he's got in. So he got his shot and is making the most of it. Just adding another solid player to that D-line, as well as getting George Heron back on that D-line to go with Bakos and Danello. It's really a stout group with Chacon coming in, rotating in. There's 5 or 6 guys that you can all throw in there and not have much of a drop-off, if any at all. Chica's kick is away. That's Anthony Mansfield on the return. Breaks 2 tackles, breaks another tackle. Finally run down by Ryan Russo after a big return to the Palmyra 44-yard line.
Anthony Mansfield with a big return for the Cougars out to the 44, brought down by Ryan Russo.
And Alex, that Anthony Mansfield, he has returned 4 kickoffs for touchdowns this year for them. He averages 38 yards per return. He's got 2 95-yard kickoff returns, an 88-yarder,
wow,
and an 82-yarder. And in the last 2 weeks when they beat Governor Mifflin and they beat Lower Dauphin, he had a kickoff return for a touchdown in both of those games.
Wow, yeah, you could see the explosiveness there as he burst through a couple tackles on the Crusader kickoff team and almost broke one before Russo made a good play to run him down. Robertson throws the ball, and it's incomplete to Gage Miller.
Robertson's pass intended for Miller. Diedrich Tinker on the coverage, 2nd and 10.
It's bringing up a 2nd and 10 here for Palmyra. Starting with good field position here in the second half. McDevitt leads 26-7 as we're just opening up the second half here. Robertson in the gun, 2 receivers each side. There's the kick return specialist over the left edge on a jet sweep. Great tackle by Cade Warner, else that could have burst for another big gain.
Anthony Mansfield on the carry, brought down by Cade Werner. It'll be 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8 here. Mansfield was almost able to break one there on that jet sweep.
Yeah, Mansfield has a real burst. And when I looked at those stats, I was like, you know, obviously very impressed for anybody to have 4 kick returns for a touchdown in one season, and especially in 5 games, but I can see why.
Yeah, I don't know how tall he is. It says 5'10", but he looks tall and pretty lanky, so looks like he can really run away from people if he gets out in the open space.
Timeout, Palmyra.
Yeah, and sometimes, you know, McDevitt with kickoff coverage, not always the strength for this team.
Yeah,
but,
agreed.
You know, if Russo doesn't make the stop there, you know, Mansfield could have been looking at his 5th kick return for a touchdown.
Yeah, usually around this time, McDevitt starts putting more starters on the kickoff and kick return teams to not give up those big-time plays, but getting a lot of young guys in there to show that they can make plays, but you got to be really disciplined, so that's how sometimes those break open.
Second half, that D-line, Bakos, Danello, Jamani George Heron, Zach Hare. The starters are in there. It looks like the whole starting defense is in, though. It looks like Jalil Terry's in there now.
Yeah, I'm sure McDevitt will keep them in for at least a couple possessions here, get them some good work. As Robertson sprints out right. Another double move. That's Russo setting the edge, able to make the tackle, joined by Bakos and Warner. Russo's the one that made the play there for a huge loss, bringing up 4th down.
Seth Robertson sacked for a big loss by Ryan Russo. all the way back at the 31. It'll be 4th down.
Palmyra setting
4th
up
and
to punt it away.
23. Mario Easterly back deep. Seth Robertson to punt.
Mario looking to get his second punt return of the night here. Palmyra letting the play clock run down. They're going to take a delay of game. Not sure to thinking behind that.
Delay a game on Palmyra.
Robertson back to punt again. Punt is away. Angles it towards out of bounds where Mario will step out at the 40-yard line. Bring up 1st and 10 for McDevitt.
Bishop McDevitt will take over 1st and 10 at their own 40 with 9:58 to play in the 3rd quarter.
McDevitt still leading here 26-7 with just under 10 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
Looks like they're going to have Ryan Russo in at tight end, Riley Rebel at fullback, and Marquise at tailback.
Yeah, I think they'll try and pound the run game here with Marquise. Get him going again, going into the championship game next week against Hershey. That's a handoff to Williams. Good penetration by a couple of Cougars there. Looks like that was number 63, Alex Furman, who was in on the tackle.
Marquise Williams hit by number 63, Alex Furman. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 here. Marquise has had a couple good carries. He hasn't really been able to break the big one that we've seen him do so many times yet, but it's another handoff to Marquise. Short gain.
Williams out to the 41.
Jordan Blouch on the tackle there.
Would be 3rd down and 9.
Number 54 from the Cougars. Third and 9 here for Powell. Back to pass. Looking downfield, has time. Scrambles out right. He throws it up. Just looks like he's getting rid of this one as he's hitting the backfield by a couple of Cougars.
Lek Powell's pass incomplete. It'll be 4th and 9 at the 41. Corey Kalinowski on to punt for Bishop McDevitt.
Kalinowski on the punt. Coach Braden Wechter not happy with the line after that possession. Corey gets the punt away. Fair caught there by number 5, Nick Wallacey.
Nick Wallacey fair catches it for the Cougars at the 25, and there's a flag down.
Looks like Jair Rawson touched him after the fair catch. That's what the flag is going to be.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because Jair did try and pull up. You know, he kind of slammed the brakes on and
it was just a two-hand touch.
Raised his arms up like he was really trying to avoid him, but he just brushed him.
Yeah. Young guy learning from that mistake there.
Penalty marked off against Bishop McDevitt. 15 yards. Palmyra will have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
8:37 left to go in the 3rd quarter, 26-7. McDevitt still lead.
And as you said, for our viewers, we can hear through these open windows, Braden Wechter not happy with his offensive line.
Yeah, the 2 run plays to Marquise, there was instant pressure, and then the pass play, Leck didn't really have that much time either. As here is Mansfield again. They're trying to get him out in open space. As you can see, the burst again, as he has another Big game for the Cougars.
Anthony Mansfield across midfield into McDevitt territory for 1st and 10 at the 43, brought down by Camille Foster.
Robertson in the gun. Mansfield in motion again. Fake the jet sweep. Handoff back to Wallacey. Brought down by Bakos and Ryan Russo. And again, on another tackle for him. He's having a big night here.
Wallacey hit after a short gain by Julian Bakos and Ryan Russo.
2nd and 8 here. 7:40 to go. McDevitt leads 26-7. Palmyra at the Bishop McDevitt 41-yard line. Robertson has 2 backs in the backfield with him. Looks like McDevitt's sending pressure off both edges. Handoff up the middle. Looks like that was number 13, Sam Landon. Is able to push forward for a gain of 2.
Landon carries for a short gain across the 40 before he's brought down by Joe Danello. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
3rd and 6 here for the Cougars. Robertson in the gun, probably a sprint out pass again here. Here he goes, running left side. He's going to keep it. Short gain, Bakos, Warner, Danello, all in there again for the Crusaders.
Robertson carries, brought down by a host of Crusaders led by Bakos, Danello, and Cade Werner. It'll be 4th down and 5.
4th and 5 here. Looks like Palmyra is going to go for it as they're kind of in no man's land. Definitely can't kick the field goal from this far. Robertson in the gun. Handoff left side. Looks like that was Cade Warner again on the stop. McDevitt gets off the field. Taken over from their own 41-yard line.
Sam Landon on the carry, tripped up by Cade Werner. McDevitt has it 1st and 10 at the 36 with 5:50 to play in the 3rd quarter.
Jeff Penn getting a lot of time here tonight because Amari Hopkins has an ankle injury as he goes back into the game here. Powell on the gun. Back to pass, setting up the screen. Coach Wechter's not happy. He thinks Marquise gets out coming out of the backfield there, else they would have had a lot of room.
Lek Powell's pass incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, something looked off, and I think he might have been grabbed there.
Yeah, it looked like Marquise was trying to slip right by him, and one of the defensive linemen grabbed him and got away from it, or else McDevitt had that set up nicely for a big gain. Powell in the gun, trips to his left. Has Foster. Oh, big stiff arm by Camille. Finally brought down by a host of Cougars for a 1st down.
Lek Powell complete to Camille Foster across midfield for 15 yards and a McDevitt 1st down.
I think that screen pass might have been Lek's first incompletion of the night.
He had that one that he had to get rid of and throw out of bounds.
Yep.
So he's 12 for 14 now for 205.
Yeah, he's been very efficient tonight. Marquise finally had some room for the first time tonight. Just short of a 1st down.
Marquise Williams on the carry. Pickup of 9.
Bakos and Robel in the game. It looks like McDevitt's coming out in one of their new formations, the full house backfield here. Leck changing the play at the line. Able to draw the Cougars off sides and picking up the first down.
Offsides on Palmyra. It'll be 1st and 10, McDevitt at the Cougar 35.
Hand off to Williams.
Marquise Williams inside the 30. Flag on the play.
And Alex, I don't know if you were watching. I was watching where Marquise was, but I don't know what happened. The Crusader bench is very animated.
It looked like Camille had a great block and took him to the ground, and I don't think a punch was thrown. It just looked like the two kids were pushing each other. Yeah, but it looks like Palmyra is going to get the personal foul.
That sideline for McDevitt is pretty animated right now.
Yeah, the two kids got tangled up, and it looked like they were pushing each other to get off, and Palmyra is going to pick up the personal foul here.
Can't really tell which coaches are getting animated. I have a guess at one.
Yeah. Yeah,
which I'm sure you do too.
Yeah, there's a couple of them that got pretty into it right there. Some usual suspects that we have.
Always a couple on staff that if Coach Wechter ever does a book about his time here, they could each have their own chapter.
Oh, yeah. Black hands off again to Marquise. Nowhere to go again.
Marquise Williams on the carry.
2nd and 9 here for McDevitt. 3:50 left to play. They're still up 26-7 in the third quarter. Powell in the gun with Bakos. Another RPO there. Mario's able to make one miss, but juked himself there a little bit as he
Leck Powell completes to Mario Easterly for a short gain. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9 here for the Crusaders from the Palmyra 13. Trips left for Powell. Marquise in the backfield with him. Jeff Penn backside by himself. Looks like Palmyra sending the blitz off the edge. Picked up by the Crusaders. As Powell jumps and pump fakes. Still rolling around. Finally pushed out of bounds.
Leck Powell scrambles. Doesn't get back to the line, so it will be 4th down.
Couldn't see who was in there from Palmyra as a bunch of guys got in and had a chance.
4th and long. 4th and 14.
4th and 14 here for McDevitt. Tight splits here for the receivers. I think Mario's going to run out here. Has Camille on the comeback. He has the catch in the first down and just short of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Leck Powell completes to Camille Foster. That will be a 1st down. 1st and goal. McDevitt at the 2.
Really nice route there by Camille.
Yeah, the line did a good job, too. It was sort of a long developing route as Camille had to get about 14 yards to get to the sticks and run that comeback route where he's able to create separation at the top. Picking up the 1st down and just pushed out short of the goal line. I formation here for McDevitt. Marquise with the carry. Looks like he got stuffed there. Good tackle by number 19, Brennan Almond.
Marquise Williams just shy of the goal line. It'll be 2nd and goal inside the 1.
I formation again here for McDevitt. Baco's at fullback. Williams dot in the I. Fumble.
Marquise Williams again on the carry.
Palmyra at the 1 yard.
Fumble on the play, recovered by the Cougars.
Looked like Marquise might have had a hole up inside, but had to bounce it and then coughed the ball up at the 1-inch line where Palmyra is going to take over. I'm sure McDevitt's defense is hungry for a safety here as they're running on the field looking for one. .145 to go in the third quarter. McDevitt leads 26-7 still. Robertson in the gun. Sure, McDevitt's going to send some pressure here. No step drop. He just catches and throws. Great coverage there by Camille Foster.
Robertson pass incomplete. Camille Foster on the coverage for the Crusaders. 2nd and 10.
Taking out a couple McDevitt coaches there on the sideline. Good coverage. It was actually a pretty good ball there.
Yeah, just blanket coverage, though, from Camille.
Yeah, he did a great job forcing him to the sideline, giving the quarterback really no room to complete that pass.
Thought we might see a little bit more of Jair Rollison tonight. We've seen a lot of tinker on defense.
Yeah, I'm sure Jair will get worked in here in a little bit, but yeah, a lot of tinker as Robertson carries it up the middle for a short gain. Got a lot of talented young cornerbacks. Sam Smalls also can get worked in there.
Robertson on the carry. Very minimal gain brought down by Joe Danello. 3rd and 9.
Third and 9 from the 2-yard line. 2 receivers each side here. Robertson in the gun. Jet motion. Bagos has a shot at him in the goal line. Oh, it's looking to throw. He has a man wide open. That's Gage Miller. Camille Foster looking like DK Metcalf running him down and forces the fumble. Great play. Cade Warner picks it up. He's reversing field. Block. Peel back block by Tinker. Cade Warner's going down the left sideline. Still going. Running out of steam. Makes one man miss. Looking like he was looking to get tackled there.
Robertson's long pass completion to Gage Miller. Hit by Camille Foster. Foster forced the fumble, and Cade Werner on the big fumble return for the Crusaders, who have it 1st and 10 in Palmyra territory.
The return's going to come back a little as a block in the back there, but great play by Camille.
You said it with the DK Metcalf. that was exactly what that looked like.
Yeah, Camille just put his head down and walked down Miller from Palmyra, who had about a 15, 20-yard head start on him.
That was one of the most wild plays you'll see.
Yeah, it looked like Cade was running out of steam there after he had to run 80-some yards just to hustle back and get to the ball and then run another 40 to 50 coming back the other way after cutting back a couple times.
So that was roughly, I think he stripped them about at the 20 or the 22.
Yeah, it looked about around there.
So about a 78-yard completion there.
Yeah, good play by Palmyra, too. They ran the jet sweep. Bakos had a shot in the end zone, but was able to – I think that was Mansfield again, the guy we were talking about earlier.
Mansfield threw it.
Yeah, who threw it at least 30 yards in the air. Pretty good pass and good play design there by Palmyra to get the aggressive McDevitt defense that was looking for a safety.
So penalty on the Crusaders will bring the return back. Personal foul all the way back to the 4-yard line.
McDevitt's going to take over from the 0-4 with 26 seconds to go in the third quarter. 26-7, they lead. Powell in the gun. Hand off to Keith Williams to the short side where he's pushed out of bounds by number 6, it looks like, Brady Coburn.
Marquise Williams on the carry. Pushed out by Brady Coburn. Pick up a 6 yards on the play.
Gives McDevitt a little room to work here. 2nd and 3 from their 11-yard line. Looks like another RPO for McDevitt. Out to Tinker this time. Couple good blocks there by Foster and Easterly. Big gain for Tinker.
Leck Powell complete to Dedrick Tinker for a big gain. Out across the 35. It'll be 1st and 10, McDevitt.
Eight seconds to go here in the quarter. Clock's running. See if McDevitt gets one more play off before this. They're not. They're going to take it into the fourth quarter with a lead, 26-7. McDevitt on top.
At the end of 3 quarters, Bishop McDevitt, 26, Palmyra 7. All fans attending this event tonight are asked to wear a mask at all times. Please use social distancing and the hand sanitizer provided at the patio areas. Mask wearing that covers the nose and mouth and social distancing must be adhered to at all times. Bishop McDevitt thanks you very much for your respect and understanding.
Leck Powell, 15 of 17 for 246 tonight and 3 more touchdowns. He has 20 touchdowns and no interceptions this year in 6 games.
Wow. Yeah, Lex played great all year. He's been, I mean, there's been a couple games like this where he's been so efficient, only a couple incompletions, but shows a lot of growth over the past 2 years that he's done. As he's back in the gun right here, 3 receivers to his left. Hand off to Williams. Nowhere to go. Looks like that's number 63 again. Alex Furman on the tackle.
Marquise Williams hit by Alex Furman.
Bringing up 2nd and 11. Surprisingly, no one scored in that third quarter as McDevitt had a long drive and fumbled it at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, that was surprising.
Another bubble pass out to Tinker. Good blocks by Easterly and Foster. He's able to get a first down. Pushed out by number 5, Nick Wallacey.
Leck Powell complete to Dedrick Tinker. Stopped by Nick Wallacey. Flag on the play.
Holding. Don't understand that call at all there.
Holding on Bishop McDevitt.
If they called down one of the receivers, not sure what they were looking at. They had good blocks downfield for Tinker, and both seemed to let go when guys got outside of their reach and show their hands. But brings up a 2nd and 15 or 17 here for McDevitt. Powell looking for a screen again. No one's open, but he's making something out of nothing. Scrambles out over the left side. Still has room. Still has room. First down, Leck Powell.
Leck Powell scrambles for a first down out across the 45. It'll be McDevitt 1st and 10 at the 48.
Yeah, broken play there for Leck.
Yeah, nice job there by Leck to pick up 19 yards.
Yeah, most of the time on screens like that, you just throw it in the dirt, but Leck saw something over the opposite side and was able to pick up a huge gain for the first down. Two receivers tight. Powell looking. Has Easterly out. Mario's tackled by three Cougars there.
Black Powell complete to Mario Easterly. Into Cougar territory, close to a first down. Sam Landon on the stop. It'll be 2nd and 1.
10 minutes left to go here in the game. McDevitt's still on top, 26-7. Sincere Bowers in the game at tailback now again. Hand off to Sincere over the left side. Has room. He splits the safeties, and he has a burst, and no one's going to catch him. Touchdown, Sincere Bowers.
Sincere Bowers on the carry, 43 yards for the Bishop McDevitt touchdown.
Yeah, you said it, Alex. I mean, once he gets that crack and gets going, no one is going to catch him. And, you know, we've seen that in all the games he's appeared in this year. He just has an extra gear.
Yeah, good job by the line that time there, opening the hole, and then Sincere doing the rest with that great burst he has through the line and in the second level.
Mikey Chia with the point after. 9:45 to play in the game. McDevitt 33, Palmyra 7.
33-7 now. Under 10 minutes to play. We talked about a little earlier, you know, McDevitt looking to be 6-0 and get that Hershey game next Friday night. I think a lot of us are sort of hoping that's going to happen. A little concern with, you know, some of the hysteria, of course, still with people freaking out about COVID and some of these schools closing down and taking 2-week pauses and stuff. And, you know, you and I know how we think about it, but things seem very under control here.
Here at McDevitt, they've done a great job as a faculty and staff keeping everything under control. Allowing us to have this season so far as McDevitt's offsides on the kickoff.
But I think these kids, these players and coaches, I know every week you read about all these other schools and teams that aren't able to play, and I think they approach every week like, you know, this could be it, you know.
Yeah, they've been doing that all year, especially now with the playoffs, how they kind of just got that ripped away from them after some questionable power rankings and stuff. They take it week by week, and they're just happy to be out here still able to play. Also we're getting 60-degree weather in the the beginning of November. So yeah, they're just happy to be out here playing, wishing they could be playing in the playoffs like they deserve, but Chi is going to attempt to kick it away again after the offsides on the Crusaders. 9:45 left. McDevitt up 33-7. Kicks at the Mansfield. He has room. Oh, tripped up there by Cade Warner. Just a shoelace tackle, or else he had a crease and could have gone a long way there.
Anthony Mansfield on the return, brought down by Cade Warner. There is a flag. Holding on Palmyra. Third quarter score, Wyomissing 28, Middletown 9.
Palmyra is going to take over from their own 19-yard line here.
Third quarter score, Lampeter Strasburg 35, Conrad Weiser 28.
I don't know if you could hear over the loudspeaker here. A couple of the teams that got in over McDevitt getting blown out. Would have been nice to see the Crusaders get a chance, considering they went undefeated and blew out every team they played.
Yeah, that'll go down as one of the strangest things we've ever seen.
We have teams losing last week like Northern York and still getting in the playoffs. A little questionable there, but
yeah, I think those teams that made it into the Quad A bracket probably celebrated big time when they saw the final computer rankings and they weren't going to be playing McDevitt.
Yeah,
in these districts.
a lot of randomness happened that week. A lot of questionable calls there too, but McDevitt should definitely be playing in the playoffs. And
Flag on the play. Offsides, Bishop McDevitt.
offsides there on McDevitt.
First and 5 at the 24.
Robertson in the gun, 2 receivers each side. Mansfield probably going to go in motion, get the jet sweep. Fake it to him this time. Robertson up the middle where he's stuffed by Russo. Big hit there.
Seth Robertson hit and dropped by Ryan Russo. Gain of 1, 2nd and 4.
Joe Danello coming off limping a little bit here. Hopefully it's just cramps or something. Three receivers split out to Robertson's right. Mansfield in motion. Fakes the jet. Bakos grabs him by the back of his jersey, brings him down. The ball comes loose. Looks like the Cougars were able to jump back on it.
Robertson sacked by Julian Bakos. Fumble on the play. Recovered by Palmyra.
Great play by Bakos there to reach out and catch him with just by the back of his jersey, literally. Joe Danello back in after it looks like he just had some cramping problem. Bringing up a 3rd and 23 here from the Cougar 7-yard line. Two receivers each side here for Robertson. Back to pass, setting up that screen again. It's open again. Bunch of Crusaders, including Riley Robel, Ty Kephart, and Cade Warner in on the tackle, bringing up a 4th down for the Cougars.
Robertson complete to Gage Miller. Hit by Riley Robel, Ty Kephart, and Cade Warner.
Looks like Gage Miller a little.
It'll be 4th down and 11.
Or maybe his helmet just came off. Robertson on the punt again. Mario back to return. Takes a weird hop. Wasn't able to field it. Crusaders will take over at their own 49-yard line with 7:15 left to play.
Palmyra's punt rolls to the McDevitt 49 where the Crusaders will take over 1st and 10 with 7:15 to play.
We did have nice weather tonight. We had 60-degree weather for a while, but now I don't know what the temperature is, but we got the windows open up here, and it's freezing cold.
Yeah, getting a nice little cool breeze coming through here. Really cooled it down. Leck in the gun again. Tight splits. Tap pass to Tinker. Picks up a couple blocks. is able to get down, finally pushed out of bounds by number 5, Walsey, after a first down for the Crusaders.
Lek Powell, tap pass to Diedrich Tinker into Cougar territory, down to about the 35-yard line for a first down. Nick Wallacey pushed him out, 1st and 10.
Powell on the pistol, Riley Robellin at fullback. Handoff to Marquise Williams, stuffed again by number 18.
Marquise Williams carries. 2nd and 10 at the 35.
I believe that might have been number 19, Allman, on the stop. Another handoff to Williams. Finally has some room. Marquise finally brought down by Walsey after a big run.
Marquise Williams with a big gain down to the 11. Stopped by Nick Wallacey, 1st and 10, McDevitt.
That was Marquise's biggest run of the night, 24 yards. I mean, he's really had the work. Quick unofficial, 18 carries for 78 yards, nothing flashy.
Yeah, hasn't really been able to break the long one there. We saw a little bit of it. There's like those incompletion there.
Lek Powell, pass intended for Mario Easterly. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 11.
.556 left to go here. 33-7, McDevitt leads.
If anything, it's encouraging to see that Marquise has hung in there, stayed in this game, and hopefully his ankle's finally starting to get right.
Yeah, first game back, knocking off a little bit of rust as he gets another carry here. Breaks a couple tackles. Down to about the 2-yard line. But, yeah, Marquise just been hobbled by the injury all year.
Marquise Williams inside the 5, down to the 3, brought down by Brennan Allman, 3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2 for the Crusaders here. They can still get a first down just inside the 1, but 5:56 left to 5:26 left to go. Sorry about that. I'd expect another Marquise handoff here. There it is, up the middle, in for the score.
Marquise Williams for the 3-yard touchdown.
Good hole opened up there by the Crusader offensive line.
After the play, personal foul on Bishop McDevitt.
Not sure what the personal foul was on. Unsportsmanlike conduct against McDevitt.
Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
Chia's kick is up, and it's good, making the score 40-7. McDevitt leads with 5 minutes left to go.
Mikey Chia adds the point after. 5:04 to play in the game. Bishop McDevitt 40, Palmyra 7.
So we really haven't had a a quick game yet this season.
Nope.
It's been a lot of marathons. This one's not quite as long as the other ones, but it's getting cold up here.
Yeah, I know. A lot of points and penalties this year. Keeping these games stretching on pretty long.
After 3 quarters, Wyomissing 31, Middletown 9, Governor Mifflin 56, Mechanicsburg 6. Lampeter Strasburg 42, Conrad Weiser 28.
Squib kick here. That's number 13. Sam landed on the return. It looks like Sincere Bowers was in on that tackle.
Sam Landon picks up the squib, returns it down to the Crusader 44. One more score from District 3 and 6A. Central York 35, York 21 in the third quarter.
Robertson, hands off, bobbled by Wallacey. Pushes forward for a 2-yard gain.
Nick Wallacey on the carry. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
Robertson back in the gun. Another handoff to Wallacey. Tackled by a couple Crusaders there.
Nick Wallacey down to the 35-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Looked like that was Russo again on that tackle. Just under 4 minutes to play. 3rd and 1 here for the Cougars. Another handoff to Wallacey. Pushes forward. First down.
Nick Wallacey has the first down at the 34, brought down by Julian Bakos.
Nevin Hopkins getting warm on the sideline in case the Crusaders go back on the field. The talented freshman. Looks like he's going to get a couple snaps. Handoff to Wallacey. Hare, Bakos, and Joseph Danello finally brings him down after a big loss. They all broke through on the line there.
Nick Wallacey on the carry, tracked down by Joe Danello and Julian Bakos.
Jair Rawson, another talented freshman for the Crusaders, checking in at corner. Second and 14 here for the Cougars. Looks like the Cougars are going to take a timeout.
Timeout. Palmyra. Third quarter score in District 3. Elko 28, Northern nothing.
As you heard over the loudspeaker there, Elko's up 28-0 on Northern, who snuck into the playoffs even after losing over an undefeated McDevitt team. Glad that was a real competitive game there.
And LS and Conrad Weiser's turning into a real shootout. Trying to get the updated score. LS was up 42-28, and it looks like It looks like they just scored again, so it's 48-28.
Wow.
Pending the point after.
Trips left here. QB draw. Brought down again by Russo, and Baco's racking up the tackles again here.
Robertson on the carry. Short gain brought down by Russo and Bacos.
Third and 12, 2 minutes left to go, 40-7, McDevitt leads. Drew Augustine in the game at safety as well. Back to pass, flushed out. Tackled by Warner, Riley Robel, and looks like George Herron again in on the tackle, bringing up 4th and 11. For
Robertson scrambles, hit by Cade Werner, Jamani George Herron. That'll be 4th down and 10.
4th and 10 here for the Cougars. Minute 20 left to go. Robertson, 2 receivers each side. Back to pass. Warner comes screaming off the edge, couldn't get him, but Joe Danello is able to bring him down for another sack. The Crusaders will take over on downs.
Robertson hit and sacked by Joe Danello. McDevitt will take over.
Some young guys getting in here. Looks like Nevin Hopkins going to take over at QB. Rico Scott looking like he's going to check in at running back. Luke Nye. Sam Small is also in. Looks like Joe Grella in at fullback.
Nevin Hopkins into the game at quarterback for Bishop McDevitt.
Handoff there to Scott. Nowhere to go. A couple other young linemen in for the Crusaders.
Rico Scott on the carry.
Adrees Arpin, a receiver with Smalls. Scott, a talented young freshman as well. Here's Nevin Hopkins over the right side. Takes a solid hit there. Dual threat young guy.
Nevin Hopkins on the carry.
As time ticks away, we're going to end this one 40-7. McDevitt is going to take the win here.
Your final score tonight at Rocco Hortensio Stadium, Bishop McDevitt 40, Palmyra 7. The Crusaders, now 6-0, will travel next Friday night to Hershey High School to take on the Hershey Trojans for the Keystone Division Championship. Thanks for coming out tonight. Hail to thee.
So, Alex, 40-7, pretty workmanlike effort by McDevitt on a night where, you know, honestly, their minds probably somewhat were thinking about what might have been when you talk about, you know, the state rankings. Pittsburgh Post-Gazette has McDevitt ranked #1 in the state. Penn Live has them, I think, ranked #4. Pennsylvania Football News or Eastern PA Football, one of them has them 3rd. But they took care of business. Recap of the scoring, Lech Powell to Camille Foster for a 9-yard touchdown, made it 6-0 in the first quarter. After the defense got a stop, Mario Easterly, 66 yards on a punt return, made it 12-0 late in the first quarter. Palmyra got on the board on a Nick check at Seth Robertson to Gage Miller, 22-yard pass made it 12-7, 8:04 to play in the half. Lek Powell to Mario Easterly, 19-7. And then finally, Lek Powell deep to Mario, 50 yards, made it 26-7 at half. And that's where we stayed until the fourth quarter. There was no scoring in the third quarter, which kind of surprised us all. In the fourth quarter, Marquise Williams had a 1-yard run to make it 33-7. Wait, check that. I'm sorry. Sorry, folks. Just running out of gas a little bit. Sincere Bowers had the 43-yard run to make it 33-7. And then Marquise Williams came back with a 3-yard run with just over 5 minutes to play to give us our final score of 40-7. So McDevitt 6-0, going to Hershey next Friday night, looking to get that Keystone Division Championship. Alex, any final thoughts tonight?
Yeah, as all season, McDevitt just looked like one of the best teams in the state. Really efficient on offense, running and passing the ball. Defense gives up next to nothing. It's a shame that they got robbed by District 3 and didn't get put in the playoffs here. They should really be playing tonight in the playoffs. The kids have worked hard all season, done all the right things with COVID and everything, and it's just a shame that they're not playing for a playoff spot right now.
And this looks like probably their final home game for these seniors. With you can see down below here, Julian Bakos, Diedrich Tinker, Drew Augustine. Their final game here. They wore the traditional blue and gold tonight. A couple of the guys weren't dressed. A couple of the seniors, Jack Stewart and Danny McHale, that had injuries. And something we didn't get to mention earlier, by the way, Jeff Wechter making Danny McHale the captain tonight. And Jeff really had a lot of great things to say about Danny, Danny's work ethic, what he's done, the leadership role he's taken, and the way he worked to get ready for the senior year. Kind of heartbreaking for him with the knee injury. But Danny did dress tonight and had the honor of being a captain in what, like we said, probably is this last home game, with Hershey being next Friday night. And then in 2 weeks, it's crazy to even think about, we cross our fingers that we get next Friday's game in. God willing we do. The rumors are, and they're just rumors, everyone, so, don't shoot the messenger, but Coach Wechter really would like to get a game on November 20th. There's been all kinds of teams mentioned, but don't believe everything you hear out in public, because it's not going to be Central Dauphin, because CD's school is, I believe, shut down or quarantined or something, but I know CD is not going to play any more football games this year. I got that directly from Eric Thomas, who does the Central Dauphin games. But maybe, possibly, McDevitt may travel to Middletown and play the Blue Raiders on the 20th. Let's cross our fingers. But, Alex, let's get to next Friday night and get that one in.
Yeah. Get the championship game in. That's the main priority right now. Giving these kids something to play for, like a championship. Should be a good game. Hershey's a really talented team. Hopefully everyone stays healthy so we can get the game in.
So for Alex Marsico, who did another great job on the call tonight, and Robert Plum, student tech guy here, his first football game. We're happy that the students are really involved this year. It's just going to keep building for McDevitt sports. It's going to be a great thing. It's going to be a silver lining to this whole COVID fiasco, having these games streamed. So nice job, Alex. Great job. I'm Rob Pugliese. We're going to sign off for the final time from Rocco Hortensio Stadium in 2020. Bishop McDevitt 40, Palmyra 7. Good night, Crusader Nation.